Donald Trump decided to show up at the Libertarian National Convention, and it went about like you'd expect. He got booed. Oh, man. I don't know why people don't realize that we don't like this guy. I mean, maybe because we spend so much time complaining about the other guy, because there's a lot to complain about there. Doesn't mean we like this guy. But, yeah, this is Robbie Sove of Reason. Libertarians booed Donald Trump because he isn't libertarian. Let there be no confusion. The Libertarian Party overwhelmingly rejects Trump. And here we even have Trump. He appeared in front of this big screen that said ungovernable on it. Yeah, that might have been the clue there, Don John. Might have let you know what you were in for. You see us coming. We tell you this. Right off the bat. Former President Donald Trump. I mean, yeah, at least we can say former president. I say former occupant of the Oval Office. Shut up. He was the president. Addressed the Libertarian National Convention on Saturday to make an explicit appeal to libertarian voters. It did not go over well. The crowd booed Trump for the duration of the speech. There were some MAGA supporters in the room who had come in just for the speech and were not otherwise involved in the convention. When they started chanting, "We won Trump," they were drowned out by "and the Fed." Yeah, because Trump is not an "and the Fed" guy. Man, he used the Fed. Even when Jerome Powell was trying to pull back on the Fed's balance sheet. Y'all remember this? Trump went to him and was like, "Hey, no, you have to, I've got a re-election coming up. I need the economy to be good." And Powell was like, "What if something bad happens?" Trump's like, "Nothing's bad's going to happen." Then what happened? COVID. That's how it goes. Trump's icy reception should actually make it even more obvious that he has not earned the support of libertarians. Indeed, at a time when the former president is making inroads with all sorts of voters and delivering speeches all over the country, people who prize individual liberty booed him louder and more consistently than any other voting bloc. Could have made money betting on that one. What Trump had hoped to get out of such an appearance is unclear. I mean, kudos to him for going into enemy territory. Assuming he realized it was enemy territory, he may not have. He may have thought this was going to be a cakewalk, because he's not that smart. RFK Jr.'s remarks were much better received than Trump's. In fact, the Democrat turned independent received standing ovations when he promised to pardon Edward Snowden and drop the charges against Julian Assange. As he should have been. Those are standing ovation type positions. He also emphasized areas of commonality with libertarians, the importance of the Bill of Rights, and the frightening authoritarianism of the government's COVID-19 response under both Trump and Biden. Yep, when you're blaming Biden for this, remember to give Trump the blame too, because he started it. And when you're blaming Biden for inflation, I mean, Biden's got a lot to blame for inflation, but so does Trump. Maybe as much as Biden, because he started all that. Trump did elicit some cheers towards the end of his speech when he promised to appoint a libertarian to his cabinet and to free Ross Ulbricht. Why didn't he do those in the first term, I think is a good question. Because Ulbricht and his family did make an appeal to Trump, say, "Hey, look at this, I should have a pardon, this is ridiculous," and he didn't. So why should we trust him to do it this time? But he did get cheers for that. But the crowd did not buy his line that he was a libertarian, nor did they accept that he should be their nominee or receive their votes. After many minutes of sustained booing, Trump started growing hostile towards the crowd, suggesting that this is when he pitched that hissy fit that everyone's sharing. Maybe libertarians don't want to win after all. What's the purpose of the... We've heard this before. This is nothing original. What's the purpose of the Libertarian Party getting 3%? What is the reason to take a chance of having this horrible President Biden destroy our country? Yes, vote for me, because I'm the lesser of two evils. Yeah, I wonder why that argument didn't go down well. Can't think of it. Geez, that sounds like a winning argument to me, right? Many libertarians support the Libertarian Party precisely because they do not trust either Biden or Trump to avoid destroying the country. In fact, some of the most anti-libertarian policies have advanced under both Republican and Democratic administration, from runaway federal spending to government surveillance to public health tyranny. The LP's refusal to co-sign Trump's coronation infuriated at least one of the former president's most ardent backers, Senator Mike Lee. He attended the convention, spoke on Trump's behalf. He engaged in blatant Orwellianism, blaming paid agitators for heckling Trump, a baseless accusation. Yeah, they're just shills, or paid shills. And wrongly claiming that actual convention goers were all in for MAGA. On the other hand, Senator J.D. Vance said he was proud of Trump for having the courage to enter hostile territory and make his case, like I did earlier, correctly noting that Biden increasingly ducks even mildly unfriendly settings. However, it is true that, unlike Biden, Trump bothered to show up, but, as the booing made clear, merely collecting a participant ribbon isn't remotely sufficient to earn the trust of most libertarians. You gotta think, man, even the people who are supporting either Biden or Trump, you talk to them and they'll admit they're doing it holding their nose. Because, once again, it's the lesser of two evils. And they're asking, how did we get to this point? How did we get to this point where it's Biden and Trump again? And look at those guys. Yeah, how did we get here? Those of you who have been following my channel from the start know exactly how we got here. And if you've been following me in election after election after election, you'll notice I said it, you'll notice I predicted it. It's because in election after election after election, we kept voting for the lesser of two evils. And when you vote for the lesser of two evils, you get increasing evil. So thank you very much for watching. Comments for the comment god, shares for the share throne. Please hit like, subscribe, and the bell. And of course, donate.bogosity.tv for all sorts of ways to support PayPal, Venmo, cryptocurrency, or become a regular subscriber at Patreon, Subscribestar, and Discord. You can get videos early and ad-free, all sorts of other benefits. So check it out. Thank you very much. Until next time, stay strong and be free.